Welcome, 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 everyone, to another hot edition of Know Before You Go. I'm your host, Jaymie Scotto, Cutaia, CEO and founder of JSA. What is Know Before You Go? It is your show that covers everything attendees need to know leading into the next big conference. We're talking insider talking points to conference logistics. We've got it all served up right here for you. And today, we are spotlighting the Data Center Frontier Trends Summit that is taking place August 26th through the 28th in Reston, Virginia, right in the heart of Northern Virginia's Data Center Alley. And that's at the Hyatt Regency. And over my shoulder, I am going to add a registration link with the words discount code, guys. So go ahead and click through, and it's $100 off registration if you use that JSA 25 code. All right, bringing in now my guest of honor, Matt Vincent, editor-in-chief for Data Center Frontier, to share some tips on how attendees can make the most of this year's Trends Summit. Hey, Matt, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Jaymie. So happy to be here with you. Thanks for helping us promote our conference coming up in August.
Our honor, and it is quite the conference. Second year, if I'm correct, for the DCF's Trends Summit. Can you just tell us a little bit more, set the stage, if you will, for what's new this year?
Yeah, so thank you. So the Data Center Frontier Trends Summit is really meant as an intimate space, if you call up to 500 attendees intimate, for big conversations within the industry to happen up close and in depth. It's sort of designed to be both all-encompassing and personal, bringing together well, as I said last year in my opening remarks, by showing up to the event, you're not just on the frontier of data centers, but you are the frontier of data centers. Sort of representing that that section of people in it's a niche industry, but it's a very big niche and it's a growing niche. And so, of course, Data Center Frontier is known for, has always been known for charting the future of the industry and sort of like the bleeding edge of trends, both present and future. So that's the Trend Summit is supposed to be the embodiment of the brand's sort of ethos. In that respect, this year we're going to be diving into the huge issues. I mean, of course, the 900-pound elephant is the growth of AI, over the last couple of years, and the incredible demand, unprecedented demand for power that goes along with the AI moment. And so just a lot of sessions packed with practical insights, a very forward-thinking mindset, and focused on real-world actionable strategies for operators and stakeholders in the data center industry. And new this year, we're including some individual keynotes to kick off each day, and we're implementing an on-site podcast interview program in partnership with Nomad Futurist Foundation. They're going to be helping us co-host these on-site podcasts that are really meant as a way to highlight standout speaking proposals for the event that wouldn't have ordinarily made it onto a regular event panel. It's a way of broadening the grasp of the event. So we're really just looking forward to gathering together another really excellent selection of standout speakers, and also including fresh voices in the industry to help shape conversations.
I just love that. I love DCF and partnering with Nomad Futurists, two brands we adore here at JSA. And you got it right. Our data center landscape evolving rapidly. We're talking about AI, of course. Can you tell us more about the three distinct keynotes that are planned and some of your sessions that the conference attendees should prioritize as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, the keynotes that we have are really going to be a treat. For the opening keynote, we're lucky enough to have Chris Downey, who's the CEO of Flexential, just a really great a veteran CEO in the industry, who's really out front with thought leadership. Chris's opening keynote talk is going to be titled Playbook Interrupted. new mandates required for the AI moment, and it's the gist of the talk is as AI demand is surging, power is becoming scarce, global policy is shifting, and operators must rethink everything. So, uh, Chris Downey's contention is that infrastructure is now both the bottleneck and the breakthrough. So, I hope I don't give away too much about his speech, but again, he's framed it in a really compelling way. So then on day two of the conference, that'd be on August 27th, we have a keynote delivered by Rob Coyle, who's the Director of Technical Programs for the Open Compute Project Foundation, or OCP, probably, a consortium that needs no introduction, addressing the data center industry. Rob is going to be presenting a forward-looking talk, talking about the open collaboration that's behind the engine of AI scale innovation that they concern themselves with at OCP. The OCP Global Summit is held every year in San Jose. It's going to be in October, the month, just right around the corner from our own event. I think they had 7,000 attendees last year in San Jose. So so Rob's going to be just talking about the latest OCP computing initiatives, showcasing how modular hardware and evolving open standards are supporting scalable, energy efficient infrastructure in this incredible AI moment that we're at. Uh, OCP is really developing a blueprint in a very literal sense for implementing AI infrastructure in the data center. And then our closing keynote on Thursday, August 28th, is going to be a real treat. It's going to be delivered by Nancy Novak, Chief Innovation Officer of Compass Data Centers. Nancy is also on the editorial advisory board for the event, as are all our keynote speakers. And Nancy is going to be doing a keynote with her counterpart, Amy Marks, who's SVP of Innovation for Compass. And Nancy and Amy are really just going to bring a powerful call to action around the idea that while the data center industry has made major strides in building faster, cheaper, and greener, this is really the moment we're in now is really just the beginning. And the real need for innovation across every aspect of building to meet the unprecedented demands of AI and HPC, with with a special eye to workforce development. Compass Data Centers has been a real leader in both sustainability and sustainable workforces. So that's our keynote lineup. You asked also about standout sessions that we might be putting up.
Yeah. Any
Yeah,
that come to mind?
yeah. I'll just give you a taste of one from each day. On the first day last year, to open the conference, we had a panel led by Buddy Reiser, the executive development director for Loudoun County, kind of like probably another person who needs no introduction. I mean, one of the chief people responsible for the outgrowth of Data Center Alley in Northern Virginia. So this day one panel led by Buddy Reiser is going to be called Bridging the Data Center Power Gap, and it's concerned with ways to streamline the energy supply chain, in the face of these massive and oncoming AI and hyperscale workloads. And really excited about the speakers on that panel. We're going to have speakers from Constellation and Dominion Energy, Virginia, joining us. Also, Joel Jansen from AEP, and his partner, Jeff Barber at Bloom Energy, talking about the bring your own power synergies in data centers, operators working with utilities, and another editorial board member, David McCall from QTS, is going to be bringing the operator perspective on that panel. Second day of the conference, Bill Clayman is the CEO of Apollo, and Bill is another one of these people who's sort of been in the data center industry from the beginning. We're lucky enough that Bill contributes as a contributing editor for Data Center Frontier, and has for years, and he helps us out with our event. Bill has curated this panel on day 2 called AI is the New Normal, Building the AI Factory for Power, Profit, and Scale. So this is going to be our AI factory discussion. For those who've been reading Data Center Frontier, they'll know that that's one of the key trends that we've been following this year. And excited about the speakers on this panel. We've got Wes Cummins from Applied Digital. They're building doing really exciting work with AI factory design in the Midwest, and another Midwestern data center operator, Scott Data Centers, Ken Moriano, known for GPU as a service offerings, will be on that panel. And then we've got Patrick Pedroso from EQS Compute Solutions, and Ken Patchett from Lambda. So having Lambda round out that AI factory panel is really going to provide quite a look at the trend towards AI factories. And then last but not least, on day 3, last day of the conference, or last half day, is our panel that we're calling 6 Moonshot Trends for the 2026 Data Center Frontier. Last year for 2025, we did the 5 key trends for 2025. This year, because we had so many good speaking proposals submitted, and one of them was Flexential's Data Center on the Moon, it just sort of led us to develop this notion of having a Moonshot Trends panel. For those who don't know, a moonshot idea is any kind of idea that has a lot of potential as a potential asymmetric influencer, but also carries a certain degree of risk for being just that outside of the box, so to speak. And so that's going to be our Moonshot Trends panel. It's sort of going to harken back to Shark Tank. A lot of at Data Center World this year, they had a Shark Tank-esque sort of presentation. That's what we have with this Moonshot Trends. It's going to be sort of a lightning round presentation of big ideas. You can go check our agenda on the event website, dcftrends.com. And we're going to have the Nomad Futurist fellows, Bill Mahmood and Phil Koblenz, joined by Bill Clayman, who are going to be the judges, so to speak. Yeah. We can't call them the sharks, but so I'm rambling on and on here, but yeah, that's the look for highlights.
I mean, it's not rambling. It's amazing. You've dropped so many phenomenal topics with incredible people, and to get them all under one roof, and to understand their thinking in such a dynamic time, it's incredible. So yeah, what advice do you have for us attendees looking to make the most of this incredible space that you've provided for us? What are some networking opportunities that we can find at Trend Summit?
Yes. Well, networking opportunities are really meant to be integral to the whole summit experience. Mm-hmm. And, we have a number of structured events like many other such conferences. We have a reception each night, refreshment breaks and lunches during the day that happen in a big common room where people can gather and take in the tabletop displays for the event. And then the real bespoke opportunity for networking is our structured roundtable sessions. These are pre-registered. Attendees pre-register to take in 2 of such roundtables during the entire hour-long session. These sessions are led by expert moderators. in the fields. The roundtable topics are AI ready data centers, data center construction, liquid cooling challenges, long term sustainability, and sustainable backup power. So we've got experts placed at each table who are going to facilitate discussions. There's going to be a little bit of paperwork on each table with discussion prompts and parameters to sort of get attendees, into the spirit of participating in the roundtable. But then, of course, whatever questions people bring organically, they'll also have an opportunity to talk about with the experts at the roundtable and attendees who attend. So, and people love the structured roundtable sessions last year. I remember standing back and watching, and just people were truly absorbed and engaged. So I'm looking forward to that again this year. And then I think you're going to ask me about the data center tours a little
Yeah.
later on in the interview. Yeah.
Well, I think this is, perfect segue. Everyone is excited about your behind the scenes data center tours that your conference offers. Can you tell our viewers just a little bit more?
Yes, definitely. So the tours will be happening on Thursday, August 28th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time is when the buses board. There's a lunch associated with the tours that we'll have more info about at the conference. But yeah, so we're so lucky this year to have to be working with 3 data center operators to provide tours of 3 separate facilities. So last year, our data center tour was at Saby Data Centers, SDC Ashburn, and Saby is returning this year for one of the tours. Yeah, I can't say enough about that data center. Last year, they took us up onto the roof, which I've been on more than a few data center tours. I've never been on the roof. So that's just, an example of the kind of thing you can expect here, because the operators like to show off the data centers, I think, to the industry. Along with Saby Data Centers, the other 2 tour sites that we'll be offering are NTT Global Data Centers. Their Ashburn VA3 facility is going to be toured. So you'll be going over to the NTT campus in Northern Virginia, which is a trip. They've got a lot going on over there. And then last but not least, also being offered is a tour of Cologic's Ash One. That's ASH1 ScaleLogic's data center. That happens to be situated right sort of in the center of Data Center Alley on Bowmead Circle. That is all the tours are going to be immense. It's great that Cologix and NTT are joining us this year, along with Saby. So attendees really can't miss. Whichever data center you choose to tour. Last year they took us around to visit, the mechanical and the MEP and infrastructure. You'll see, probably get a look at what the generator yard looks like. You get a look at that power infrastructure and the interior guts and passageways of the data center. You'll definitely see. Most data centers don't allow you to go into a live data hall, but there's so much else to see and ask questions about besides that. And the tour guides are really excellent. It's a chance to really interface with day-to-day experts in management and operations with these companies. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that.
Really feels like an insider's tour. So
Yeah.
definitely exciting. We should mention you can register for these tours at www.dcftrends.com/2025/tours. So definitely want to sign up for that, and for the conference as well, of course. Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us and during such a very busy time of the year for you, as you allow our industry to take part in such a beautiful, well-organized conference. So thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. And
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jaymie. I always love to work with JSA and join you here. So thank you.
of course. And guys, did I mention discount? So go ahead and click over my shoulder for that for that link to get the JSA 25 discount code. QR code goes right to that registration page. Also, to get all the details, so you get ready for that Data Center Frontiers Trend Summit, visit dcftrends/2025.com. And during the conference week as well, go ahead and use hashtag DSF Trends. So that's it, guys. We hope to see you in Virginia in just a matter of weeks now. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. And again, I'm Jaymie Scotto Cutaia of JSA. Follow us on LinkedIn and check us out on jsa.net. As always, my friends, happy networking. See you soon.